The woolly mammoth, Ice Age giants that could return from the dead. Imagine walking across the frozen Siberian tundra and stumbling upon what looks like a sleeping baby elephant. But this isn't just any elephant. This is a baby woolly mammoth frozen for 42,000 years. Her eyelashes, skin, and even her mother's milk in her stomach are perfectly preserved. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the woolly mammoth, the ultimate Ice Age survivor that might not be extinct for much longer. Section 1. Meet the woolly mammoth. Woolly mammoths weren't just hairy elephants. These were Ice Age survival machines, engineered by evolution for the coldest places on Earth. Picture this, standing up to 11 feet tall, weighing as much as 6 tons, and covered in 2 layers of fur, a thick undercoat and outer guard hairs up to 20 inches long. Their massive curved tusks could reach 15 feet, perfect for shoveling snow, stripping bark from trees, and dueling with rivals. But the real secret to their survival? Tiny ears and tails, much smaller than those of modern elephants, to minimize heat loss in temperatures that could drop to minus 40 degrees. Every inch of the woolly mammoth was built for Ice Age extremes. Section 2. Life on the Mammoth Steppe. 40,000 years ago, woolly mammoths ruled an enormous grassland called the Mammoth Steppe, stretching from Europe all the way to North America. Forget barren wastelands. These were lush, grassy plains teeming with life. Mammoths lived in tight-knit family groups led by the oldest female, just like elephants today. They spent up to 18 hours a day eating, devouring as much as 300 pounds of grass, herbs, and sedges daily. Their teeth, specially ridged and built like grinding stones, perfect for processing tough Ice Age plants. When one set wore down, another set moved forward. Mammoths could go through 6 sets of teeth in a lifetime. During mating season, massive bull mammoths would clash with their tusks, shaking the ground with thunderous battles. The winner earned the right to mate and pass on his genes to the next generation of Ice Age giants. The perfect preservation. In 2007, a Siberian reindeer herder made the find of a lifetime. A baby mammoth so perfectly preserved, scientists named her Lyuba, meaning love in Russian. She was just 1 month old when she died, but her body is a prehistoric time capsule. Lyuba still has her skin, fur, trunk, and even her internal organs. Scientists even found her mother's milk in her stomach and adult mammoth dung in her intestines, proving that, like modern elephants, baby mammoths ate their parents' dung to get essential gut bacteria. So how did Lyuba survive 42,000 years? After drowning in a muddy river, her body was quickly buried, cutting off oxygen and bacteria. Lactic acid bacteria pickled her from the inside, preserving her in a way that modern science still finds astonishing. The Great Extinction Mystery: what wiped out these Ice Age titans? For decades, humans took the blame. But the truth is more complex and even more dramatic. As the Ice Age ended around 12,000 years ago, the Mammoth Steppe disappeared. Rising temperatures transformed grasslands into soggy tundra and dense forests. The nutritious grasses mammoths depended on vanished, replaced by plants they couldn't digest. Climate change happened fast. Within just a few thousand years, their entire world was gone. Some mammoth populations managed to survive on remote Arctic islands until just 4,000 years ago. That means mammoths were still alive when the pyramids were being built. Human hunting was just the final blow for populations already struggling to survive. Resurrection science. Here's where things get wild. Thanks to the permafrost, mammoth DNA is so well preserved that scientists are seriously trying to bring them back. In 2024, researchers at Colossal Biosciences created woolly mice with curly mammoth-like fur using CRISPR gene editing. Their ultimate goal? Asian elephant DNA to create cold-resistant, shaggy Arctic elephants that look and act like woolly mammoths. They've identified over 60 genes to tweak, everything from fur thickness to fat storage to cold resistance. With Asian elephants sharing 99.6% of their DNA with mammoths, resurrection science is no longer just science fiction. Why mammoths matter today? Bringing back woolly mammoths isn't just about playing God. It could actually help save our planet. Mammoths were ecosystem engineers, maintaining grasslands by trampling trees and fertilizing the soil with their dung. Some scientists believe that reintroducing mammoth-like creatures to the Arctic could help combat climate change. Restoring grasslands would reflect more sunlight and help keep the permafrost frozen, slowing the release of ancient carbon into our atmosphere. The mammoth's story is also a warning. Even the mightiest species can vanish when their environment changes too quickly. It's a lesson we can't afford to ignore as we face our own climate crisis. From Liuba's perfectly preserved eyelashes to the cutting edge of resurrection science, the woolly mammoth continues to amaze us, 42,000 years after vanishing from the wild. Which part of the mammoth story blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to us for more mind-blowing stories from the animal kingdom.